You know I don't like being videotaped.
Well, you're getting videotaped.
Nobody else here.
I don't have any. Well, this is the. I shouldn't say this in the camera. Last day of rifle season. We don't have much video since. I don't know what the last video we had. I guess we have some from the first day of rifle. That's about it. There's Jack and Gary waiting inside Jack's truck for the drive to get started. We're at Taylortown. Rinaldi's, 3 Rinaldi's are posted up. We're going to put this drive on. Yes. 4 Rinaldi's, that's right. I forgot there was one sleeping in the truck. There's Big Johnson hiding from the camera. We're going to zoom in so he can't hide though. Oh, I see what he's doing. We got this on tape now. Hey Gary, say hi to the camera, bud. Jack, Gary. We're going to get this drive on the road and probably head down to the coal company. See you later.
Yeah, okay. Today is January 2nd. It's 11 degrees. We have 13 hunters with us today. Unknown shooting ability among those 13 people. We should definitely get deer moving, but there's no guarantees on the kills because unknown shooting ability. Nobody's proven that they can kill a deer except for one person. Among the 13 people here, only one person has proven they can kill a deer with a muzzleloader.
They killed 2.
And this person killed 2. It's not him.
It's not me. It's my dad.
But it's his dad.
Here. Show the poster. You're over here. You're a box. You're a box. You're a poster.
Commentary from behind the camera. Like my balaclava. It's cold out here. We're getting organized for the first drive.
Okay, there's your 6.
Uh-oh, we're being filmed.
Down the road. I got it right where you probably, yeah.
Hi, Bill. Hello. How are you?
Just marble.
John.
What's
What's up, man?
Not much.
Our battery's dead. I don't even know if we're getting this.
Oh, there'll be somebody to hold you down the bottom.
This is Rich, first time with the group.
Hold you down to the bottom.
I mean, around.
Everyone else is a repeat offenders.
Yeah.
Where you hunted, didn't it?
Hi, Josh.
Hi, Alex.
The day before the last day of muzzleloader season, which would make that Friday, January 8th, Josh and I are playing hooky from work. We're here at the northernmost parking lot of 245 to do some exploring. A place neither of us have ever been before. It's very snowy out. I would say here there's probably 5-6 inches on the ground. Lots of snow, clingy trees and vegetation. That makes for a not very pleasant hunt, but we're trying to check out some new territory, hopefully shoot a deer. If nothing else, just learn some new territory. Anything to add, Josh?
Pretty much it.
Thanks. See ya.
Alright, so we hunted, where was it we were this morning, Alex?
245.
245, we were
the north section.
Sort of the north section, north of the cemetery lot.
Right outside of Pleasant Grove.
Did some messing around over there. I saw 3 deer, I jumped them all, they were too far. There's a lot of snow on the branches. So I don't know if you can see out the window, probably not. But you can't really see in the woods that well. They didn't run where we wanted them to. It was the first time in there. I was sort of impressed with the number of tracks and the deer sign in some of the places. Some was either open or nice. A lot of open woods, but it was alright. So now we've driven down, I don't know if you can see on here, down to this unexplored section of 245. We call it the East Finley section. And part of the parking lot right here. We're going to go up in the woods over on that side of the road and do some messing around, see what we can see. We just did a little loop and it looks pretty nice. We almost got stuck / wrecked in an intersection where we tried to turn around, almost went down over a cliff. But we didn't do that, so we're back now. And hopefully we don't lose the truck at any other point today. Anything, Alex?
No. We'll keep you posted on what happens. We'll give you another update at the end of the day or when we come back, because we're likely to be up there. It's 11 o'clock now. We figure by the time we walk up, this is a heavy hoof to get up into some of this territory. There's some remote walking type territory, so we figure we're going to be there till dark. So
yeah, it seems surprisingly remote for the amount of, as we say this, here comes a hunter
another
with a deer
hunter.
card.
yes, well, we'll wrestle him later.
Not sure if he wants to hunt here.
Nope, he kept on going. Too much walking.
But it's a surprisingly small, well not surprisingly small, but a fairly small tract of game lands here with but it's so surprisingly remote for that. There's
Right.
really only 2 lots, and the other one is just sort of like a pull-off area where the trail goes up in. And
the way the trails are and the steepnesses kind of make it not easy to get to some places. Not an easy access little track down here, so that holds some promise.
so we'll see what happens.
Yep. All right, thanks. Later. I'm videoing now. Josh Perry has killed a deer. Admit it, Josh. Just fess up.
Fine, I killed this deer.
Don't try to deny it. Quit denying it. Just say you killed it.
I killed it.
Yeah,
I was
liar.
gonna get the rope off.
I know you killed it. It's a shed antlered buck. Shh. It's a shed antlered buck. I'm going to say it again. Let me. We're at the new section of 245 down at East Finley. First time here, and we've killed a deer. Josh killed the first deer at the new section of 245. Congratulations, Josh.
Thank you, Alex. Too kind to me.
Pardon my loogie.
Everything's frozen solid.
We saw, how many did we see up there? We saw several deer up there. 6, we say? No, more than that. I saw these 2, the one you killed and the one that was with it, and I saw 3, 4. So I saw 6 total.
Another 2 more. And the one you shot at.
Yeah, that's why I counted that one.
I probably saw at least 6, and some of them were different deer.
Some of them were different deer, yeah. And we
probably saw maybe 10 different deer.
I was pointing at the deer while you were talking.
10 different deer. That one at
yeah.
the end here.
Right, yeah, at least 10 different deer, probably more than that, and lots of sign, lots of tracks.
3 or 4 deer at that other place earlier this morning.
Yeah, lots of sign, lots of tracks. Very hopeful. We're very, lots of promise for archery season up there. There were good archery spots that we saw.
I saw 2 of the deer I saw and could have killed both of them were bucks. One was a decent buck, about like this, maybe a 7.6. That had 2 little nubs. I don't know if either of them were an inch or not. One definitely wasn't. The other one was a little scraggly that came through right before this one. I thought it was a doe. And it's a good size, probably 1.5 years. I mean, definitely 1.5 years old buck, short little face. Not very big little nubs on it. Probably wasn't legal anyway, that's why it was still alive.
Yeah, until he shot it right in the shoulder. In fact, the other shoulder is flopping in the joint. That the one? Yeah, yes. They don't normally do that, in case you didn't know
right
that.
here.
Yeah.
It's quartering towards me a little bit.
Then it had to die and flop another 80 yards down a gully.
Yeah, it
added
felt
that,
like 80 yards.
added that,
It wasn't 80.
added that long to our drive. Yeah, it felt like it wasn't really 80, but it was a steep little gully that we had to get it up out of and pain in the butt. But we did it. We're here. It's about 4 o'clock. We're going to call it a day now. Get this deer out. Go back and get the camp driveway shoveled out so we can.
It's tagged.
Yep. There's the proof right there, Mr. Joyce.
The proof is in the ear.
Yep. Tag in the ear now. Although that is actually proof of illegality because we moved it without the tag in it.
Well,
so we just incriminated ourselves right there. Yeah. Actually, you did. I didn't do anything wrong except document it. So, all right, we're gonna get to work now.
I have 3 quick loads, but they only have balls. They don't in patches. They don't have powder.
Sounds like a personal problem.
I need to load my rifle too.
I have, I think, 1 extra quick load loaded
We're on the video
ready,
now. No cut.
and I got powder.
All right. Well, I just need.
None of those guys know where that is. I can give you the powder and head down there and show them where it is and come right back while you're.
Well, why
don't you post for a change?
You guys go. I'll go.
Cold.
Huh?
He's too cold to post.
We'll take them, and then you come back, and the 4 of us will drive it.
Okay, but we need to have a vehicle. Well, I'll bring them back, and they can go take the vehicles down.
Yeah. Why don't we all get ready? You guys take both vehicles, and then just bring one back.
No, I'm going to take them down, show
Show
them
them,
where it is,
come back,
right
and
back.
yeah.
I'll be back in a few.
It won't take long for the posters to get set up.
Josh, what's going on right now?
Just hanging out, looking for some balls.
Don't say that.
No, I have balls.
Don't say that on the camera.
I just need powder.
What day is it? What's going on? Give us the snuffs. What happened so far today?
Nothing has happened. Well, actually,
That's
something has happened.
that's not true.
January, what, 9th?
Yes.
The last day of Flintlock season, 2009-2010.
We've already gotten 1 shot.
We've already gotten 1 shot. Alex took a shot this morning. We woke up pretty early, at like 7:45, waiting for these other guys to show up at camp, and we were just sitting around in our long underwear drinking coffee, and we looked outside, and there was...
Good morning.
There was, what there ended up being, we thought there was maybe 3 deer bedded in the woods behind the backyard at camp, and one was pretty well in the open, so Alex loaded up and went out and
rested on the railing.
My binoculars and watched, and he took a shot, and it looked like maybe a hit. I saw something happen down there that looked like maybe a hit. So we went back inside and proceeded to drink more coffee and wait for everyone to show up. And then everyone got here, and Alex and I and Brian headed down to do some tracking.
Hello.
And we never found any blood. We did find some hair, a lot of hair.
Lots of
Deer's gonna have a big
you,
bald
you
spot
probably
on
could
his
have
back.
tied a couple dozen muddler minnows with all that hair we
No
found.
doubt. No
Yeah,
doubt. There was
sure,
more
we should
hair.
have
than
brought it and tied some. We had spare time this morning.
That'd be awesome to tie a muddler minnow
And
with a
catch-
deer you didn't kill but got hair from.
and catch it.
At least you benefited from the shot, at least.
That's right. And then you could like, that'd be
You
awesome.
didn't just lose.
I mean, that really would be.
Tell them about the deer we saw with the dog.
Yeah, so then on the way here, we saw a few deer bedded down and one deer feeding as we were looking
Wait.
in the woods as we're driving.
Where are we right now?
We're at the Brown Lodge,
Thank you.
45.
Thank you.
And so as we're watching the woods, and then Alex says there's a deer crossing the road in front of us, and I think you said there was another one in front of that deer. I
Yes,
just saw the
there
second
were
one.
two.
And they crossed down into the woods on the right side of the road, and I looked across, and down in there was two dogs. Like, and the dogs immediately saw the deer. I was like, well, there's two dogs, and now they're chasing the deer. And they just took off after the deer, and I don't know what. It's probably still going on as we speak.
Saying, Charlie, that was the worst choice you made in a long time.
It's actually quite cold and snowy out today too. I would say there's
Can't load my
probably
guns since they
Put one
drove
8
me.
to 10 inches of snow on the ground right now. It's probably it's got to be in the lower teens, mid-teens out there right
High
now.
22 today.
High 22 is a high, but right now it's in the
That was
teens.
this morning, I
yeah, it's
think.
in the teens.
It was like 20 degrees
It's
earlier.
pretty cold, yeah. But we're gonna give her a go, have fun. Then tonight we're all gonna stay over at camp. Big party at camp tonight. We'll try to get some video of that if we can too. Last day, the 2009 hunting
So
season.
my patch is coming loose.
We're gonna video Josh's patch.
It's not
Nice,
been so
Josh.
hot.
Very nice. I wish I had pants like that.
It's really terrible.
All right, over and out.
Good land.
Polino just texted me,
It's
said, are we drunk or
amazing.
sleeping?
It's amazing how many people who have frequented the pit campus have lamps just like that. Lord Murphy has one just like that. Amazing.
Who's Lord Murphy?
Lauren Murphy?
Oh, Lauren Murphy. I thought you said Lord Murphy.
I also heard
Is
that.
that like Lord Stanley?
Lord
They're
Stanley, Lord
drunk
Stanley.
Well, what did you hear when Brian Polino just texted and said, are you drunk or sleeping? Jack said yes. So someone answered was yes.
Yeah, because Jack's waking and sleeping at the same time over here.
No! Well, that was. Hey, Key. I bought that lamp for my dorm room freshman year of
That's what
college.
Lauren said too.
We're at from IKEA or something.
In Walmart. It was like 18 bucks from
Hey
Walmart.
Brian, he bought it from the lobby.
They last for 12 hours.
I don't know what that means, but I bought it at
We
Walmart.
just stole it from
But
the
if that
wall.
doesn't touch it, you can
No, that was a lot of my other furniture. A coffee table sophomore year. Stolen from the dorm room lounge.
These kind of things usually give me a heart flutter.
Who's on videotape now? Sorry.
Well,
Jerry Data, what do you have to say? Last day of hunting season. 09, 010, or 2010.
010.
2010, huh? But
Comments?
I don't call. There is
Okay.
the risk of those, like people that are taking
least-
them, like, long
B,
term.
comments.
Brian will have it
How about your year?
Higher risk for.
How about the year?
Fort Chesterfield. The year was good. Finally got one with a bow after 8 years of not getting one with a bow. Shot one of the pets that we feed down behind the camp here. Yeah.
Alex tried to do that today.
And
Hey, Dad, reach over and grab his phone real quick and steal that for me.
I'm texting Polino, so it's safe. Honestly.
good year. Nobody got hurt.
Did you hear I shot one off? Yeah.
We all had
Hair
fun.
galore. I
Had
didn't
snow.
notice. I mean,
Had
hair
snow for the
everywhere.
entire
No
muzzleloader
blood,
season.
though.
Everybody
good.
seemed to be happy
No
about
blood
that.
is not a drop.
Had had over a foot of
I
snow
followed these
today.
tracks a good ways
So
out, though.
day.
Almost to that guy's house.
just got back from eating a good dinner. Everybody's belly's full. Now everybody's getting drunk and starting to talk
Random.
randomly and emphatically. They're embellishing their stories.
Yeah. We're amongst friends, guys. We don't have to embellish our stories tonight.
Drop of blood. Went, what, 75
The theme of the
yards.
day is you're among friends. Don't embellish your story any more than you have to.
Which is
Alex,
a
right?
lot.
Isn't that the theme
Oh
of the
yeah, we
day?
never.
That's right,
Probably
yeah.
would have ever found yours if there wasn't. Probably not. No. Yeah. I mean, even though it was that close.
Right. Would have never seen the one Alex got. We wouldn't have done what we did. Like my hat? We wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah.
No, it looks cute. Oh, wow, is that cute?
Hey, it looks like those old-fashioned ones that the
Hey, Garrett.
Hey, buddy.
those
What do you have to say about the
triangle
season?
hats That the old
It was a good season.
Minutemen used to
Everybody
wear or
killed
whatever.
deer.
Tricorder.
Shaw won last day.
called?
We did good.
Gary,
Tricorders.
Alex thought he was going to get the last deer of the
I
season.
did. Last day.
Ah, it pissed me
And then in the
off.
last drive, right at dark, Gary shoots
and
one.
if we just have rules for
Yeah,
our buck
Gary.
pool, we know if that meant anything
Yeah,
or not.
Gary.
Yeah.
Gary.
But nobody ever got a
Don't
copy of the
Jerry
rules
has to
this year.
Put them
Yep.
right on the spot and say, why didn't we have rules come out this year?
Jerry, why didn't we have rules?
Rules are rules are solid.
The rules are, there ain't no rules.
Well, speaking of rules for the buck pool, everyone.
Jack, what's the rules for next year for the buck pool?
Speaking of rules for the buck pool, Dad,
What's the rules for next year?
the crowned winner. Because I feel like if John Murphy killed a monster buck today, we would have heard about it by now.
I
I was
doubt that.
videoing the wall.
Rules for next year. One rule is the last deer buys everybody that's on the hunt when the last deer is killed, buys them a beer at a bar.
An arrogant bastard.
Arrogant bastard.
How about
I think
if
one of
you
those
shoot
giant
if
beers
you
would
shoot a
cost
button buck
two.
or an antlerless buck,
That's,
$5.
that's
Good price for an arrogant bastard.
$5.
I like that one.
Yeah.
It would have been like a $450
For
buck pool
22
this year for all
We
the
figured
bucks.
it. We figured it would have been. I think $40.
I don't care.
We
We
killed
shot
6 in muzzleloader season. They were all bucks.
the one I shot back here with a
Males.
rifle was,
All
was
males.
A, was a button
Anybody
buck.
else get a button buck?
7.
Well,
6 in
Johnson,
muzzleloader.
you got that
I should have won.
1
That's
and
7. Brian?
and 8.
8.
Josh,
We already counted the 6 in muzzleloader season, which is mine.
how about an archer season?
Well, I killed a regular buck, but we're talking.
Did you shoot a button buck in
Did
archery?
you shoot a button buck too?
No, I only killed a buck in archery, and I killed a actual doe in rifle season.
That's $40 out of it would be added to the pool.
$40. Clarify.
That's going to be a fun rule.
Hang up, Alex.
Nobody-
Nathan, say
nobody
hi.
Change anybody's
Hi.
hat.
Any comments about the
Guess what?
season? You didn't get out
I think,
and
it's,
walk this
I
year.
think I'd rather you be talking to your
More
girl
Saturdays.
than me.
I'm gonna kill
Flash somebody.
a doe with rifle.
2B.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out and push for you on
I hope it'll
Saturday.
actually be a doe.
I can
But
tell
I
you
can't do it
exactly how
with
to
two
do
eyes
it.
for some reason. I just can't seem to read it.
I hope it's actually an antlered buck, and we
Oh,
just take it out
All
illegally.
of a sudden.
It won't matter at that point. Then you can
Exactly
claim
how
a
to do
buck.
it, Josh.
Well, where
They told me what tree stand to have them in,
I don't know anyone that's
Where to
ever
put
done
the
that,
drive on?
Brian.
where they would come from. There's 23 to 25 deer bedded in that particular area. He said, be careful. About 80% of them are bucks, and they'd like it if you did.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, who are you talking to?
What were you talking about?
What the hell are you talking about?
Killing a deer in
I don't-
2B.
What? Who's killing deer in 2B?
He said he's gonna go out and shoot one of the
I
rifle.
missed the beginning of your sentence, so I
Oh,
don't
who
know.
said it?
There was no subject. I missed the subject of your sentence.
There's only 2 more weekends.
In 2B,
I know I can't go this weekend.
I mean, it
In 2B, at Duff's house.
Following
in
weekend.
Dust House,
Okay.
probably, but is it worth?
Larry
Well,
and
I might
I
go
were
ice
going
fishing
to
next
go on
weekend, that following
Thursday.
weekend. Though.
And you didn't, or
This ice
did?
is going to be like
Didn't
a
get
mile
there.
thick by
It
then.
ought to be anyhow.
He was busy and then I had to dog.
So,
There might be some decent ice fishing this year.
And so, what did he say about it?
We
There's
found
only 2 weekends
There's
left,
23
right?
to 25 deer bedded in one area every night.
honestly, I probably won't. I didn't buy a license
What tree
yet.
stand the person
I didn't
should be
either,
in
that's
if you
why I
wanted to
went
kill
to
a
that.
I
deer.
probably won't.
You know what?
Exactly
I'm looking
where to
nice
walk.
and sticking up with Zane's up
He said
next
put 'em
week,
right there
this
out.
coming week.
And does he
Oh,
want?
I'm
Does
sure
he
they
want
can
you to
now.
not shoot a buck?
He said,
The only
but
problem
be
was
careful.
after it got
Well,
cold,
now it's
nothing
illegal
was
to shoot a buck.
One of the
insulated,
bucks.
so it
And
might
a lot
not
of
be
them
as
are
thick as it you would
No, he
think.
doesn't want him to
That's-
shoot.
Even though
that's
it's
the
10
problem.
degrees tonight, there's
Even if the
a
horns fall off.
6 inches of snow on top, but it's
16
not going to be as
out of
cold.
20.
You
It's
That's
know?
the number.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to call Twin Lakes and see.
He's saying check
I
the
mean,
16 what?
16
I know
out
he
of
just
20
never ice.
deer
Zane
are
hates the
bucks.
cold.
So check
Yeah, like
underneath
the
is
cold
what
week.
he's
That's why he's
saying.
never been ice fishing.
Well, if
You tried
we
to
go
get
over there
around,
and Nate
you
shoots a
dressed
buck
like
that
it's
had dropped
fine.
its antlers
I
already,
remember we-
If I went hot and everything.
Duff can deal with it. He's a
I remember we
good
were out
enough
in
friend
Apples about
Shoot a
that
little one.
another friend can kill a
2
deer.
years old.
He will.
We were out
Just
Twin
pick a
Lakes
little
and come
one.
running out in the ice
So
and
it's not a
fell.
mature buck.
And I was sure
He
you
dealt with me shooting that 8-point with my muzzle loader
slide, right?
when
I
it
figured,
could have
well,
gotten
I can't
older
fit
the
through
next
that
year.
hole.
You know,
Yeah,
after
but I don't
Christmas,
grab
he
it.
can deal with it.
You never know.
You never know. If
Here,
dumbass
left one
kid, he
for
probably
you.
would have fit.
I know I want to go to
Probably
that
still fit.
All right, Alex,
Yes, ma'am.
we're gonna sign out. Any closing words?
Huh?
Let's go to the
I will say my closing
I can't
words
get down there, Gary.
for this season are I appreciate
I'll help you then.
everybody coming down for the first year of the camp. I think
I
we had
can't
a
get
really
down.
good year.
I'll help you
I
then.
think the camp
I
saw
appreciate that.
adequate amount of use. We certainly killed more
need that.
deer behind
I
the
will
camp
help
than
you
anywhere
down.
else. I mean, that was very
put you in a
positive.
sled.
To tell your story about today.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's
I'll
what we
be
don't
in
like
trouble.
to
I've
do,
skied
right? I mean, we
down
sort of
there.
talked
I'm
about
not
it, where I
letting you
shot
put
one
me in
behind
any
the camp
fucking
off the
sled
railing.
We
We got a
can do
bunch
it.
of
If we take our
eggs,
time.
We got
twigs,
two back here. That's not
da da
bad.
da da da. We don't need to tell that
It's
story
not
too
like
much,
we're in a
but
great
yeah.
big hurry.
The pie ball was
We
in the
don't have to be
backyard of the
down
camp a
there.
bunch. I know we
I
had
know that, but
talked about it
Until
at
October.
least. Until October, then we
I-
kind of disappeared.
think you
Very
got
good
killed.
season. I really
You know,
appreciate everybody
I'll
coming
go
down,
about my
spending
friend
time.
Jay.
It was good.
If
I
it
hope we
wasn't for him,
have as good or
I'd
better
be in the
season
hospital right
next
now. I
year.
have my knee done,
Right.
but I won't
Signing off.
ABC.
because he wants to know.
Bastards were down there in the vehicle now. And that was the night that, the night that he was there, they weren't around.
You dropped it on his foot, you got a better reaction.
Notice how calm I was?
Yeah, we saw them eyes go like this.
That's how he reacts when he's sleeping in the tree stand and he hears a deer snort right below
He's
him.
used to it. He hears something, he looks, he's like,
Was you dozing, Jerry?
Oh, there it is right below me
The
again.
same one that's gonna be up at 6 o'clock in the morning, though.
I will be.
I know.
You better be quiet.
you gotta get me up
Yeah.
at 6. I gotta leave at 6. So I gotta go home, shower, and get ready for church so I can go pick my kids up.
That sounds
No
terrible.
problem, I'll have you out.
Every aspect of that
You
sounds
get up to
terrible.
pee.
Besides showering. Showering sounds good.
So after I get it,
In the truck. They jumped, come down the road, walking. And while one's talking to me, one went over and got in my duffel bag and started taking stuff out. He said, "What are you guys doing?" They said, "We're looking to see if you have adequate orange with you. Because we didn't get to see you walk out of the woods." Then he said, "You can't be getting in my duffel bag and stuff like that." And oh, he was irate. He said, "I'm calling today." The Nissan man was going ballistic. I said, "I'll be careful." When it used to be a farmhouse down there, I went by there and they were backed in by the house. I went on down, was gonna pick Frank up, and pulled in. They got right out and they said, "You're illegally parked here." I said, "How so?" He says, it says, "Don't block the driveway." I said, "Well, I'm allowed to block the driveway." And they said, "You're not." I said, "Yeah, I am. I have permission from Mark the farmer to park right here and pull up into this field when I'm hunting. And I'm just waiting on another guy." And he said, "Where is he?" I said, "He radioed." He said, "He's by a wagon." I said, "There's one down here and there's one up on the hill. I don't know which one." He says, "You know where he is. Tell me where he is." I said, "I don't know. I think he's down that way, but I don't know." And he's going on and wanted to look in the back of the truck. And he says, "What's in that case?" I says, "That's my shotgun." He says, "Is it loaded?" I said, "No. You don't want to see it." So I get the case to the back. By then Frank's coming through
It's a
the field
loaded
and showing
shotgun,
the light.
anyway.
But the one guy before that was circling the truck and looking under the truck and in the truck, and he says, "There's something fishy here." He says, "There's something fishy. There's something going on here. There's something going on." And then they saw Frank. This guy's checking my shotgun. It was just nuts for a half hour down there like that.
guy
He
was
went out, he
a
wanted to see Frank's fingernails. Made him take his tree stand off, put his bow down, take the pack off his back, everything, and he said, "I want to see your fingernails." He was looking for blood. And Frank said,
Blood on my fingernails.
Frank didn't tell him, but later we talked about it. I said, "What could they think he did wrong?" Everything was in season. Well, you know what? Squirrels.
Well, tell them
rabbits.
about when you opened your shotgun case.
Oh, when I had the shotgun there, the guy looked at the shotgun and he worked the action on it. I said, when's the last time you got to work the action on a $1,200 Hansby Toronto, shotgun?"
4-1.
Finally.
He just looked at me and
Gary
looked down at the
Gonchar
case.
Crosby. Go ahead. I'm
So
sorry.
it's laying on the tailgate in the case, and the game warden come up with Frank and stood at the end of the truck with a shotgun pointed at him. Of course, he's not knowing where he is, but there's just a button on there that closes the action on that semi, so I just and it closed the action. He looked like that. And I said, "Oh, I didn't see you standing over there." He says, "That loaded?" I said, "He already checked it. Is it loaded?" The guy said, "No." He says, "There's something fishy here. I don't know what's going on, but something's not right." Oh, and they asked about Phil's deer. He says, "Whose deer is that?" And I said, "That's a friend of mine." He said, "Where'd he get that?" And I said,
In the woods.
Down by Deer Lick." He says, "Oh," and at that time it was a 3x3 limit down by
In
Deer Lick.
Green County,
Green
it was
County
three
was
by, it
down.
was 3 point, and Washington was
County,
4 point.
It was 4x4. You had to have 4 on the side. He says, "Oh, down there where it has to be 3 on the side, huh?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "But it don't really matter. It's an 8 point."
It was a 7 point. It was 3 by 4.
No, it was an 8 point. I was an 8 point.
It was?
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought he could see the one side that was 3.
Nope. And they never checked the tag on that deer or anything. They just kept circling and saying, "There's something fishy here." And then they went up to the historical house before we got up there, and that's when they got a hold of Phil, which I'm sure they were sorry they ever did that.
Surprised he didn't shoot them.
They said, "How
Some
do you know?"
principle.
And Phil said, "I got it."
I don't know if I would have.
He says, "Your buddy's
Tell him
drunk."
he's wrong.
He says, "Yeah, it is."
What was Phil out hunting for a doe then?
Yeah.
Yeah. If that was even still in the day, you were allowed to shoot more than one
You don't
deer in a
like
day.
Jack, you don't like
Remember when
me.
that was a rule? You couldn't
Doesn't
shoot
like
more than
Keith
one deer in a
probably. He
day.
likes my dad, sort of, kind of.
Who?
I think he
The
gives a
first
shit
few
about
years we hunted,
Phil.
for a while, it was you could only shoot one deer in a day. Because remember when they changed? I remember when they changed it.
Multiple doe tags.
Pens beat
If
the
you
one
shot a
41.
doe,
Gary in the goal.
You were done.
Charge a
Take it
goal.
out
Crosby a goal.
before
Gonchar got
letting
2.
back into the
Gonchar
woods to
got
shoot
2.
the second
First
one. You
game
couldn't
back,
bang, bang.
Star
And
got
now technically you have to
Crosby was
tag
number
the
2
first
star.
one.
Flurry was number 2 and Gonchar was number 1.
I remember that having to like drag it out.
Monday versus Minnesota.
Maybe the
Before
power
you
plays.
remember you had to drag it
whenever
through
you
the
had
boat.
actually.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. You have to take it out of the woods and
Power
light
plays.
back
And
in.
then go back
So
in. Yeah, I
long.
remember that. But it was never you just.
I thought you could
shoot
only
one deer
shoot
and be
one.
done
Maybe that was
for
what
the
it
day,
was. That was the difference.
Yeah.
Did you get the photo? I don't know. Did I?
Oh, they're refining.
What photo?
Oh, there it is.
Right.
Yeah, I got
Somebody
it,
ought to
Zane.
put
I'm
him in
sorry.
bed. Oh, we're in his
Drunk.
bed.
Yeah.
Jerry's gonna rough it and sleep out here
Did you guys? Did I tell you guys a story about me hunting without pants this year?
without pants.
Did I tell you about that?
No, but we're interested.
I was hunting. I was archery hunting directly after work, so I drove the whole way, my own vehicle down to Uniontown, you know, instead of the company vehicle. And I'd loaded everything in the morning, my bow and stuff, and I was stopping on the way back and hunting. And I get there and I pull over. No, I changed clothes at work. And I'm going through my bag and I'm looking, I'm like, I forgot my freaking pink camo pants. I didn't have anything to. And I had dress pants and dress shoes that day. I'm like, man, no days. I'm like, heck with this. I've been waiting for this day for like 2 weeks. I've been wanting to hunt this new plot that I kept seeing driving home, you know.
I do it with my kids and my
No
wife
posters.
and everybody else.
And all I had on was those black
Said I never want them back.
Under Armour tights
Now you can't
and those knee-high rubber boots. And I said,
texting is
the hell with it,
It
I'm
is the same
going.
way, Gary. I mean, you're right. You can say.
So I had on a
you don't wanna do it.
camouflage
Once you start
jacket, and
doing
I had
it,
on them
you realize-
black,
you know
So,
what?
see,
looked like
you
black
know what?
stockings
Better off not even
practically,
starting.
and knee-high rubber
Yeah,
boots.
Once you
Threw on a
start,
backpack, went out in the middle of the woods,
I'm going to tell you something right
climbed
now.
up a tree and hunted all
In your
night.
life,
Never saw a
If
deer,
you
but
take any advice from me,
But I didn't have pants on, so who cares?
pants on.
Never.
I saw you.
Huh?
You need to
Well, I mean, black pants.
my
We go out
daughter,
hunting all day today, and
my daughter lives in
orange and
Atlanta.
What's that?
We sent-
patches that are falling off.
Yeah, I heard him giggling.
And it's a way of keeping in touch.
It was either that or khaki dress pants. I figured the black were better.
Honestly,
It was a long coat.
I don't think separation means a whole
You know what?
lot.
Take me to
I'm
the
willing,
back.
I'm willing to bet.
I don't know what to think because now
I'm
I
telling
usually
you,
use
you don't
full face
understand.
mask
You really
and stuff
don't.
Like that.
circumstances
now
force
I have
you
a
to
hat.
do
Oh, I understand that.
you would never think
Has
they
a
would do
face
this.
mask.
Still email.
I have
And
it
things
down
that you
right-
don't know can happen. I agree. Never
Oh,
say never. You can say that, but I would say never say
I
never.
will say never.
I said never. A
I
lot
will
of
say
things. Gary.
never. Will I ever do Facebook
and
or
have
text?
time.
Facebook,
Myself,
man,
personally,
texting's different than.
I will never text. Never.
But
I want the video camera.
Most
then.
of the time
Hey,
it's-
Josh, video Gary
Please.
saying that.
I will
Turn it on
never
video.
ever Facebooks or texts. Ever.
You text.
Never.
If you never text me, I'll probably
Never.
cry.
I thought you said that's what you do with
What's wrong with texting,
Never,
though, Gary?
never.
It was the same thing as email. I don't see the difference between that and email, though.
Why text when I can pick up the phone and say, hello?
But I don't see why. No, what's your problem? I mean, I can see
I have no
Facebook.
problem with texting, but
Oh,
I won't do it because I can say, hello?
You say what?
yeah,
With
but
a
there's
Spanish
places you
accent?
can't do
Hello?
that.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
My
Hey,
name is
Gary.
Steve
Yeah,
Gonzalez.
Gary.
I have texting that
My name
you
is
want
Domingo
on mine.
Montoya.
I'm not going to do it either. I've
Right.
never texted.
You killed my
and I'll
father.
probably never do
They
it.
pat to
I
die.
think it's an inconvenience to me. I'd have to put on my glasses and mess around.
That'd
with
be
this
something
and all
I'd
that
have to
kind of
go.
stuff. I have a hard enough time hearing, but if you're good at it. But it's a quiet, secretive thing. You can do it. You can do it in church. You
Right.
can be sitting there listening to the sermon. Well, not listening to the sermon. You can be sitting there pretending you are, and talking to your buddy.
Talking to your girlfriend with your wife sitting beside you at church.
Or
Right.
anything else, and nobody knows. Nobody knows
Right.
what's going on.
Josh and Alex and I text each other our
It's
trees
nice
all
in
the
a
time.
tree stand because the radio you're making noise. Texting,
But I still
you
won't
call on
do
the
that.
phone, you ain't done. That's
And
fine.
even
It uses up some time. I mean,
Like
you're
here,
sitting there in a tree stand for
it'd
4
be-
hours.
It'd be okay if
And you see something in the last 15
wants to
minutes.
text
Yeah,
Adam
some
or
people
something.
sleep like Jerry.
Noises,
Some of us
things
Yeah.
text.
like that.
I
But a
agree
lot
with you
of
on that
times-
100%.
A lot of times, I think I think there's situations where it becomes rude.
I would never text. I just have no desire. I don't even like typing on a computer. I mean, I do it when I have to do it, like friend or something like that.
Tickle him with it.
I can't wait. I
Right.
can't wait until
Tickle
you
him
start
with it.
I
texting.
would never
I
text.
can't
Say
wait.
where's his
Because
daughter?
never
When
say
his daughter?
never.
Never.
His daughter's older.
Yeah, never.
I would never
I
text.
agree with Keith. You can say that, Gary.
Never.
I will. I mean, there's things. No, I will never say never anything ever again.
She's something more
I would
pungent.
bet you
Sardines,
$1,000
peanut butter.
today
A real fish.
And that on the video too.
I'll take it.
that I will never text.
I'll
I
take
will
that.
never
Some of that gut shot Alex Deer. Put that in his nose.
Put that there for when he wakes up.
I don't like typing.
Alex, tell
as
us
it
about
is.
that. Tell us about that very,
You
very
don't know
small
what's
bucket
going
shot.
I mean,
How
you can
much
say
do I
never.
ever email you?
Okay, how about why don't you say?
Everyone tell the story of their buck on camera. Everyone tell the story of their buck on camera.
Don't say 100. 99.
I'll say 100% I'll never text.
See, I don't
You can edit
believe
this, but
because you don't know.
The only
You
time-
don't
35
know
minutes
what's
of
going to
video
happen
so
in
far.
Like
tomorrow,
when I
let alone
text
10
you,
years.
Yesterday and
I
today.
can email him every time, but I'd rather just pick
Good,
up the
right?
phone and say, hey, like I called
Except you know that he hates telephone. He hates telephone.
But I'd
He'll
rather
text.
call
He'll
him.
text.
He'd rather you text him than call him.
He texts
Am I
me
not-
all the time.
He would. He would rather you text him than call him.
I text Keith in 5 minutes.
Which is very
I-
bizarre.
I called him.
Anytime.
Do
He'd
I
rather
answer?
you email him or text.
I would rather get a text than a call. A call you have to answer. It takes time. A text you
It
can
depends.
reply whenever you
If
want.
it's just a question,
It
like,
doesn't
what are you doing?
intrude in
Send me a
anything
text.
else you're doing
Yeah.
because it doesn't have to be
That's
right
what
now.
It is. It's like if it's like a simple
Or
question.
conversation
So if I'm
right
calling
now.
you to like catch up with you or chat about things, then I'll call you. But if I
Yeah.
like ask you if you want to go hunting Saturday,
I
I'll
don't
send you a
think I
text.
ever will.
Yeah.
Or
If you want to actually need to talk to the person, be like, hey,
Bite you in the ass. Never say
five,
never.
you know,
Hey,
something like that.
I will
you know what
never do
happened
that
with
again
this
as long as I
or
live.
whatever.
I will
Like you can just
never
turn around a
get that
conversation
drunk
over the
again,
course
no
of a whole
matter
day. And it doesn't intrude in anything else.
I won't say that. I won't say never get drunk like that again.
Don't say never to
Oh, you've never said that in your life. I'll never drink until I throw up.
Oh yeah. When I was laying there throwing up, I'd say I'll never drink.
That's right. And you should have learned from that. Never say never.
But I don't think I'd ever text. I just don't like.
I know you can say that, but I, you know.
Gary,
I don't
Gary,
like when I'm sitting at the computer. And I'm sitting there typing things in. I'm
Yeah, full
like,
case.
Gary,
I would say
I
things
said
that I
I
have
did.
to say. When I text, when I email you, is it very long?
No.
It's just like.
Well, that's
right
why you
there.
like. Yeah, that's how text happens. Text
Text are even shorter.
Right. Text are just. You only use a text for like a 2-second thing.
Alex, tell us about that monster buck you shot this year.
When I have to type it in,
I
it's
haven't
like.
seen a monster buck this year.
That's-
I
Come on,
pain
tell
the
us.
ass buck. It's so small. Josh has shot smaller bucks than
I
that.
think we need everyone to tell the story of their buck on video.
I need a
No,
beer.
that's all. Make me feel bad.
cold now.
What a dick.
Besides,
I just
Why would you
watch
say
everyone
that?
tell their stories about
Everybody in here needs a beer. Jerry especially.
shut up.
Give Jerry a beer so he's not up at 6.
That could be my new song for tomorrow. Never say never, ever, ever.
I don't think I'll ever text.
I
to
mean,
be honest.
okay, 99% here. Just don't say 100.
I'm gonna say 100.
I think that bet you're gonna
Yeah,
regret.
just say 1,000. I would do that for $1,000 too.
$1,000 is.
I just got a maple bed frame.
Maple.
Yeah.
All right.
I would
Want to see a
say.
picture of it?
Did you eat that Swedish fish from your shirt?
I think you dropped a fish on your jacket.
I don't think I'd ever text. To be
You
honest.
don't think so? You
There's
you
one
have
right-
no clue what's going to happen in the future.
No.
No one can see the future here.
I can see the future, but I won't text.
How are you willing to bet someday you do?
I'm not
You know,
allowed
after
to.
Is it delicious?
When something happens.
I have a block. I can't do it.
Do you text?
Okay.
No, I have a block.
That one taste any different than the other ones?
Mine's
Nobody
blocked.
can-
We didn't do anything to it, I swear.
Send pictures. None of that stuff.
I don't do any of that.
What are you
It
gonna do?
wasn't in Nathan's butt.
I got
Well, I
a
have single
It wasn't
beds.
anywhere.
I want to get.
That probably would've
If I want to call you.
It smelled like that.
I had dial number. If I want to call my
It would have
dad,
smelled like
dial
that
number.
brown insulated shirt I have.
That's the way I do it.
I'm looking him up from over here. We should have got that. That would have been awesome.
Josh,
I just got
I wish
that.
we could have had some audio from dinner where Josh was talking about the face.
About what?
and the-
About the
Come
what?
on, we don't need any of that.
I
on
didn't
the
say
video.
anything.
No,
About
that's what I'm saying. Now that's said against it.
Nothing.
But I mean, I have no problem. I mean,
I understand
when
what
my
you're saying.
daughter gets married,
Nothing.
whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, Sue may text to her. I'm not gonna text. I have no.
I'm just
So you
telling
don't
I
make that
still
mistake
think
with your fingers there already.
never say never. Something like that.
Yeah, you know where you're at.
I won't call you.
There's like a
first,
place mark.
or I will
It's like
email
holding
you.
your finger in the
A
face so you
bookmark.
don't lose it.
I'm telling you here.
I know where I'm at
You
now.
don't know. You
Reference
don't
where
know
my
what's
finger
going to
is.
happen. I mean, you have to admit. Just admit you don't know what's happening in the future.
Erin sent me
I
this
don't
the
know.
other night, just
I don't get
jacking
on the
around.
computer that
That's what her
often.
dog did in her bathroom.
I'll get on and it'll be.
What is it,
43
crap?
Emails.
Hey, tore the
I don't know.
toilet
how to
paper off
delete
the
them.
wall.
I don't bother
Toilet
emailing
paper
you anymore
everywhere.
because I know you
Yeah,
don't
but it-
watch.
She said down in Georgia.
Yeah, I never knew if you could get it.
She like down there?
John.
No,
So
because she wants out
Oh,
of Georgia.
John.
Is she gonna get to move out of there anytime soon?
it's all right.
I figure she'll be out of there within the next less than
You
a
don't
year.
never know.
What? Where
Never
then?
know. Never know.
Back
It
here?
depends. If she changes the division she's in, she'll be at corporate
Just,
headquarters.
okay,
in
let me
Pittsburgh.
ask you this then.
If she
Okay,
stays where she's at,
think of
either
something that you
Baltimore
have
or
done
Nashville.
or are doing now.
Both better than Atlanta.
10 or
Oh,
15
yeah.
or 20 years ago, you thought, I'd never do that. Surely you can name something. Surely you can name something.
No,
Fishing in a boat in Canada.
I never.
Fishing
tried
in a boat in
to-
Canada.
Yeah, I can't say it'd be. Yeah.
I'm just telling you. You never
I'll never
know
fish
what's
out of
gonna
a
happen.
boat.
You never
I'll never
know.
fish in Canada in a boat with Keith. Never. Never.
Never say never.
Never.
It sounds more like a challenge than anything.
Did you say I'll never eat?
Never fish out of a boat with me.
No.
Gary, have we ever been up to
I
Canada
want to
together?
fight
No.
someday.
I'd have to. Huh?
No, I'm trying.
You ever
gonna
been
happen.
to Canada with Keith?
Me? I've never been
I have.
invited to the camp.
I would love to go to Canada.
Yeah, I've been there at least twice.
Invited.
I've known Jack for 25 years and he's never invited me up to the wolf.
Yeah, I've been up there.
You're starving. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. He just said when you say you'd never eat pike. And I
Well,
said,
okay.
I won't even I won't even say
I'll
that.
eat pike.
I might have to. What if you go up there, that's all you catch, and you're starving to death?
I'll blow my brains out. I'll drown myself.
Eat a handful of
Hey,
sand
Keith.
from the beach.
Hey Keith, did you hear?
I'll tie myself to the anchor and drown myself
hear
out from
that?
the milk jug somewhere.
Our story about us going to Killy, it made one of the top stories of 2009 for the Pittsburgh Post Gazette.
Yeah,
no,
it did.
no.
Yes.
You know.
I didn't Can I look it up on their website?
Someone needs it here.
I didn't know that.
I'll take one.
I read it.
Post Gazette South.
Yeah.
Gary?
Yeah,
Story 2000, one of the top story
Anything you want to give
2009.
me.
That's good.
That's cool. Because it also says there about the blog site, you know, so then people can get on the blog and look and see all the stuff we did.
Anyone else wants one?
Thank you.
I want one, but I don't
Keith
want
needs
one.
one.
No, I
Boy,
don't.
come
No,
on,
no. Hey,
Keith.
Josh, no.
Yeah, you need a victory.
I need a cold.
No.
Monkey.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Why?
Because I'm bloated.
I
Don't
never
waste
heard you
a good
turn down
beer, Josh.
before.
I'm not gonna waste it.
Drink it.
Alex will drink it.
Jerry, you want a beer? This is where the boys are separated from the men.
Yeah, we'll pass a baton too.
Please do.
Who wants it?
Hey,
Hot. It's
Alex.
heavy. Jack, I don't hold on to
Hey,
it.
Alex.
It's hot,
Hey,
and it
wasn't
doesn't fit in my butthole.
Hey, wasn't that
We
when
can
we
make
were,
it fit.
wasn't
We
that
can
when
make
know.
it fit.
Hey, wasn't that when we were up at the Hemlock that we told them to pass the baton to us?
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
I remember that was my
I remember
first
Drake going,
Hemlock.
no!
We're still not ready.
I was like
That's
16.
right. You guys didn't want to relinquish it at the
Drake
time.
said, no. You don't know what you're saying. You
That was
don't
my
know what
first
you're
trip to
saying.
Hemlock. That was like 8 or 10 years
Tom
ago.
was
The first
I
time
think
you guys
that's,
started
I think
talking
that's
about
probably
it.
one of the last times I was ever up there, to be honest with you.
I've been there one other time. I've only been there twice.
Dre was freaking out.
The baton.
You don't know what
Matt,
you're saying. I've seen these guys in action. You ain't nothing. No, you don't understand. No.
There was no
Dre was
names
like,
on
no,
it.
they didn't say that.
Then we decided to put
good.
names on it.
So the next morning,
It was relinquished.
I get up,
Revoked.
was cooking breakfast.
Well, how many different
Rescinded.
names are on it?
Alex and
Five.
what are you doing? Get up.
For like 12
I'm
years.
for breakfast. We're hungry. It's time to drink. You're not drinking. And I pulled a beer out of my bag. Said, yes, I am.
Oh,
And I didn't
please.
take a nap yesterday.
We can take
Like
a nap yesterday.
12 years and 5 different
No, we didn't take a nap. We went to bed early. You and him slept in the
Bullshit, we
afternoon.
were hiking all day.
No, you weren't. You were sleeping in your bunks.
You're the second
crap.
time.
Bull crap. I've never took a nap up there.
You're the
Yes,
Well,
you
I've been there
have.
3 times.
And you napped
I
the one
think,
time
if I
that you
remember
wanted.
right.
Well, actually, you didn't request a baton.
I did.
Well, no.
Alex
Well,
demanded
mostly
the
Alex.
baton.
I remember it.
Alex did.
Alex demanded the baton.
Yeah, he was getting
The
coffee.
baton has passed. Look at him, it's passed.
That was Matt Yablonsky.
Matt influenced me though. That was Matt.
Keith, were you up there the year when
I forgot about Matt. Remember when he
Bumper
shot the
was with
spike
us
in
and
the
we
dough
went
in the
out on
same
the gas
shot?
line and got
Yeah.
stuck in the mud?
Was that
I
doe
wasn't
season
there
or,
that year.
That
or
was
buck
something.
season? I don't remember.
Hey,
Which
Jack,
one was
you remember
illegal?
that?
There's something you don't see on.
One of them was definitely illegal because it was separate
Huh?
seasons.
Jerry's away. He got his power nap. He's ready. Jack, remember the year that we were 4-wheeling out on the gas line and fell down through the mud,
Yeah.
through the ice, and got stuck?
Me, you, Dre, and Bubba.
And Bubba sat in the truck the whole time, didn't have 1 ounce of mud. Gary,
He did, really.
Dre and I were up. Dre and I were up to our
Does that
No,
surprise
really.
you?
Not really.
Dre and I were up to our waist in mud.
I
Oh my god!
I think of all the trips in the Hemlock that I've been on, the one that amazes me the most is when we skied down that frickin' hill. Remember that? We
Skiing
skied.
down that hill.
Who was it?
Jerry, Jack, me. I think Joe Kotarski.
Was that it?
Gonda,
Ray Gonda?
Ray Gonda, and
regular skis or cross country skis?
cross country skis.
Just do a little telemarking.
On that trail, there was no telemarking. we went down the bottom till we hit where the ice always is. Ba-boom! Down we
It was like a
went.
train wreck.
It was a big train wreck.
Pagas and beer and everything everywhere.
Oh, we
Yeah,
made
you
it.
have to come to the Hemlock sometime.
But the thing is, Brian, we made it the whole way to there before anybody
Madness.
crashed.
Where is
Boy,
it?
when we crashed, it was a big
It's not
one.
far from your camp. Like,
Yeah, it was
You
up
know
there
where we
somewhere.
did
You know where the Meadix Run bars? Meadix
When the
Run.
when the people,
Come down to the
Yeah,
big
when
trout
the
where
owners of the camp.
522 splits
Yeah.
at Weedville.
yeah,
I think you bear right, correct?
There.
you bear right at the fork in the road. And you
Yeah,
head
you
over
go
toward
to
Meadix
the
Run.
rock, it looks like a bear and turn left. Go to the bear, it looks like a rock and turn right.
And 1 week later, though,
They're
Larry
there.
has a picture of that.
Hey Nate, you'll find this
I
one.
guarantee
you, we chased
You don't even remember
3 or
that
4
shit.
bears.
Yeah.
We went up there and
Didn't go to
the
where
one
we
you
had
have to
fun.
do
Yeah,
four-wheel driving on
We
My
moved
cowboy
on high
bears.
tension line roads. Yeah, they're all
Cowboy.
good stuff.
What?
And Jack had an old pickup or an old
Especially
cab on
like
his
we're
back,
second
and it
best.
was so
Yeah.
old that the whole thing shook except for the 4 supports, so the whole cab would go. I mean, it was just terrible.
Looks like a rock and turn right.
So on the way in,
Rock looks like a bear and turn left.
it was like just unsafe.
I mean, it's just all.
And I think on the way out, we got
They asked
stuck
How they got that?
because we were really trying to rut up. So we actually just took it off and left it there. We said, you know what I mean? It's just no good. It's gonna fly off on the highway and kill
I
somebody.
remember that thing. It was a black aluminum cap.
Oh, the one that the
So we come back. So we come back the next year and stop there on the way in and look at it, and the whole thing was eaten.
By
The whole
porcupines.
aluminum was eaten by porcupines.
porcupines
And
shit
and you wouldn't think that it would, but you
Yeah.
could see the porcupine crap with the flex of aluminum in it.
Yeah, it was every fucking where. Because I was there.
And we kept the piece.
This is
We
awesome.
kept the piece like this big,
I said it
aluminum
for years,
football.
I still
It's
say
like
it
chewed the whole way around there.
Yeah, there's the tooth marks the whole way on the edge, and the edges are not, and the middle is still black aluminum.
And the part that really got
Baloo!
is that there were 2 befores on the
I've
top.
been,
Yep.
I've been
Yeah.
down
It
at
is.
What?
the stadium and seen
And
Baloo
they didn't eat
run
those,
over
they
and
never ate
everything.
that.
It is Baloo!
He just loved
And
the metal.
somebody,
Yeah.
the crowd will
I'm
go,
telling you what, the whole
He's
thing
a
was
cowboy.
incredible.
I mean, somebody always knows.
Yeah. It's funny.
They say they eat brake lines on vehicles and stuff too. What?
They eat caps.
We were
That's
talking.
when we just told the story. Remember we went back the next year and the whole thing was gone.
What do you think of a guy that says, I'll meet you down at the Stiller game,
Still
drink some beer with you,
And then
drink a yard of beer.
shun you the whole game?
screws you
Who
over.
did that?
You know,
He kept
his
texting
name's
you.
Josh. I
Is
went
it?
down there, I got us a 6-pack, ready to drink.
That person is bringing down the name Josh, whoever he is, on a kick his.
He just,
Is this a guy
His
that,
ass.
that had his chest painted?
yeah,
Go
pretty
gay.
much, yeah.
Gay.
Go
gay.
Go gay.
He left me high and dry. He left me high and dry.
That kid sucks.
Probably better off. Go gay. What
Hey,
the hell did you
hey
come
Gary,
up with that
Gary, did you ever
bullshit?
hear that song? You find out
You
who
should have seen our backs. It said
Yeah.
That's so
Gay
funny.
22.
I saw
Gay
your
sucks
back.
so bad.
You
It's so
did-
funny.
He's so terrible.
Hey.
But there's so many people, literally at the game.
Yeah.
So that was my roommate and my friends that live downstairs
Oh,
too.
they were all the guys who were
Oh
down
yeah,
here.
yeah. We were this the next day, and we're through the game. People were yelling "Team Gay" and yelling for us. We were celebrities. At least 30 people got their pictures taken with us. They asked us to have their picture taken with us.
So there are other people
Tell us about that,
as sad as you.
There was a girl that came up to us, and she was really cute. And we were like, all right, she wants her picture taken with us. You know, we'll talk to
You
her.
know she wasn't a transvestite.
Well, because she said, hey, my boyfriend loves you guys and would like to have his picture taken with you. Can he have, it's his birthday, can he have his picture taken with you? And we were like, sure. So he knelt down in front of us, and we all like stood there like being crazy, and he had his picture taken with us.
With the go gay.
And then
Go
yeah, with
gay.
He shunned you.
He shunned me.
He shunned you.
Yep.
You weren't gay enough.
Well, this was
Gay pride. Gay pride.
before. This was before.
You guys ever
the
see
third quarter when
Seinfeld? Not that
my
there's
memory
anything wrong with that.
But
Rainbow Coalition. Yeah.
So you saw the game, right? When Ryan Mundy like basically knocked out William Gay in the Oakland
Right,
game.
yeah.
So he's laying there. We're like, oh man, we look even worse now. I'm like, well, he sucked before, but now he might be dead. He's laying there, like not moving. Eventually, he gets up and gets off, and everyone's cheering for him. We stood up, right, on our, and apparently everyone around us knew that we were like go gay.
Well, how the hell could they not know?
You
At
had your
least-
shirts off for the whole game.
Yeah. So, like easily 100 people turn around and like taking pictures, like flash bulbs going off. We're just standing there like jumping.
Was it cold?
It was the
It's freezing.
only. So we painted our.
Gary,
chest-
was it cold that day that he blew you off?
Very cold.
We
The day
painted
that
our-
he blew you off.
Yeah, the day he blew me off, it was very, very cold.
So
Yeah, that's sad.
so we painted
never
our
a good-
chests, and it was like they said it was like, I don't know, like high 20s outside. We're like, okay, well it's sunny. So we painted our chest and went outside, and it was like this latex paint that literally made a latex glove over you. So it kept a little bit of heat in, and in the sun, it really wasn't bad. My roommate's sister drove us down to the game, and it was like fun. We got out, we walked across the bridge, and over there we're in the sun. Like, we're fine.
You didn't have any shirts on then either.
We had no shirt. We each had like a flannel shirt, like carrying it with us. But of course, by the time game started, the four of us had drank over 60 beers at this point. So we're like, really, I have no.
Josh, you're among friends. Don't embellish the story.
I'm not embellishing.
60 beers for 4 people.
We stopped at Capelli's and
15.
bought 2 30-packs, and we drank them all the next morning, and they were gone. Actually, 58, because we donated 2 to fight childhood cancer.
How do doing beers help fight cancer?
Oh no. So, well, this is a different. This is an entirely different story. This is an entirely different story. But our crazy weekend started that Thursday night. There was an Allegheny College alumni event at PNC Park Thursday night.
I want to know if you painted yourself or if you guys worked on each other.
We painted each other. We painted ourselves the base coat, but then Ron painted everyone's like numbers because he's like artistic
Nipples.
or something, and then his was painted by someone else that, well, his doesn't look as good. But so our weekend started Thursday night because there was this Allegheny College alumni event at PNC Park at like the club level or whatever. I don't know. It was
What night were we down here?
Saturday night was when we were all here.
And
I came down with them and stayed Friday night, and then we were here Saturday night, went home Saturday night,
and went to the game.
and we got up Sunday morning and went to the game. But so Thursday night we're at this like Allegheny thing. There's free hors d'oeuvres and free alcohol, wine, everything.
We
right?
already painted up then?
No, we weren't painted up.
Why didn't you let us paint you down here? We could have done
We
it.
should have. It would have been awesome. So
Could have done it with roof tar.
free beer at this Allegheny thing, right? So we, like the.
Do you have to
it was
show
us
credentials?
four and a few. No. We just emailed them ahead of time and told them we were coming. They had like a little name tag that said like Josh Perry 07.
How'd they pin that to your...
There's only 9 minutes left of battery on this.
Okay, so anyway,
Get your
we
story
get
done.
like drunk and we go to this bar near there, Mullins, right down by PNC Park. I don't know if you know where Mullins is.
Mullins.
So we were there,
I know
like
where
hang out. Everything was ridiculous. Like we had to call a cab for Ron to get taken home. He couldn't even get in the first one because the cab driver said, "I don't want him puking in here," and drove away because he was like passed out on the sidewalk.
This is
then-
Ron Deems, the pro
yeah.
hunter.
Runner?
The pro hunter.
He thinks he is. And so, like, you know, whatever, that all happens, and then this game comes around, and we walk across the bridge, and we're like, man, we really have to pee. We need to go in somewhere, and we should have just come because you were at Soho, which is like right across the street there.
You didn't want to
And
stoop
at this
down to your
point, I
level,
completely
Gary.
forgot-
That's the day he blew you off.
Forgot where you were at.
That's really blew me off.
Need to go to the bathroom somewhere. So we stopped, and there was this bouncer outside the door, and we said, "Hey, can we come in here and just use the bathroom? We have to pee so bad."
No
We're going to the
shoes, no
game.
shirt, no
Obviously,
service.
Like, we're painted "Go Gay" in yellow and black.
No shoes, no shirt, no
We
service. huh?
look like morons. Can we use your bathroom? He's like, "I don't know if the manager's gonna say you can't take this beer in there." And they had like a buffet of food being cooked outside. And this guy, this like skinny black guy that's working by, he's like, "Oh no, these guys were here at the Allegheny thing. They're awesome. I'll hold their beer for them while they go to the bathroom." So the guy remembered us, the four of us, and held our beer. He mostly remembered my roommate because he's so tall, and held our beer for us.
Don't interrupt. Really don't.
And like we went inside and peed, and then like went to the game. It was awesome. So he remembered us.
Josh, tell us about
Are
the
you
Field of
talking
Dreams
about
and all them bucks we saw this
No, wait,
year.
it's fine. While we got video left, this is very important while there's video left. This goes along with the Go Gay story. Matt Yablonsky, who we were just talking about for a second ago, had a website. He had his domain name reserved for 3 years. He didn't do anything with it. NiagaraRiverAdventures.com. It was on his truck. It was everywhere. He let it expire. What does it say at the top of that? There's the webpage right there. I'm not bullshit.
Niagara River Adventures, home of the Rainbow Trout.
What do the pictures look like?
Oh dear Lord.
Is it him?
No, thank God it's not.
Is it you?
Pass it around that way. I'm already saying it. Pass it that way.
Let me see.
There you
We're slamming off the
Shut
garage.
off. It shut off.
You just gotta keep it active. Don't pass it that way.
Did he let it expire so he doesn't have it anymore and somebody else
Not
picked it up?
anymore. Hold it sideways, Gary. You can see it better if you hold it sideways. Yeah, hold it sideways. That is Matthew Blonsky. That is on his truck. He drives around.
No way.
It's painted on his truck.
Get out
I
of
shit
here.
you not.
Has he seen this?
Well, he knows it's there. He told us about it. We know who did it, actually. He was vandalized on purpose. And we know who did it.
Who did it?
When the camera's turned off.
That could be funny. Video it.
Video it. Go on, video it.
Video it.
Okay, gotta video it.
Turn it sideways.
Well,
It's better turn it
sideways.
sideways in landscape. Shows up better.
What's on here?
When you scroll it down, wait, did it go dead? Just hit the button, it'll come back up.
Get a phone.
Dude, button. Press the button, slide it down, it'll come back.
I don't know what he did.
Press the button.
There we go. Oh, man.
You can scroll, there's a little page, you can scroll
Actually, you
around.
should have been happy that they blew you up.
Yeah, so it was pretty awesome though, all the people that were like talking to us and everything. But so we were in the sun and it was warm, right?
I've seen-
so
I've
we get in there and our seats are on the shady side of the stadium. We get in there and we are freezing. Like we're drunk, but we are freezing. And so SK and Colin go to the bathroom and I look over and Ron's a couple seats over from me and he's sitting there going like this.
I mean, bam.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It was a big time fight.
Were they the two walking up the stairs?
Oh, the security come, he took
No, I said, were
both
they
of them
the two
out.
walking up the stairs?
Huh?
Were they the two walking up the
Yeah,
stairs?
they were walking up the stairs together,
Mm-hmm.
and the one hit the other one, and he just... One hit the other one. He must have got mad. He turned around and just started bam. Hit him in the face, and beer started flying everywhere. I mean, they were fighting back and forth, and the security come running up, and they ended up getting both of them. Took them both
Speaking
out
of
of
catching
there.
beer like that, did you guys see that Miller Lite commercial? It's pretty good about that guy bends down and starts eating the yellow snow.
Yeah, oh yeah, Jack sent me that. That was pretty cool.
But that's on TV.
I didn't see
though.
it.
That's actually a TV commercial.
Really?
Oh yeah, I actually saw that one on TV.
Alex.
And the guy looks at him,
Yes, ma'am.
and he's like eating it more and more, and then they look up, and then the other guy starts eating, and then
Just
they
be careful of
can,
that.
and
Yeah,
the can
that
gets dripping out the back of
Yeah.
the keg. It's
I thought
beer.
you were
Yeah.
looking at your phone.
Jack sent me that. I started
No, I'll
watching this, and
Both
this
of
guy
them,
sitting down there eating that stuff. What the heck's he doing?
Say,
that was good. That is very good.
I'm gonna turn the camera off. Maybe tomorrow morning, real quick, we can get a few minutes of video of everyone with their deer.
Anybody want a
good
beer?
idea.
3 deer.
Anybody want a beer?
Alex killed a deer today.
Anybody want a beer? Anyone?
So did
Gary?
Gary.
Full one here.
I'm good right now.
Jack? Nate?
I'm good then.
Jerry?
And I killed one
Want
yesterday.
a beer, Jerry?